Hi, this is Dora Andrew Erkey. I'm going to be making a quick fish camp cloth doll, the kind that my great-grandmother made for me when I was just 5 or 6 years old. And this was at fish camp at Clark's Point, Alaska. And my mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother were very busy working on putting up what we call putting up fish. And they didn't have time to make nice cloth dolls for little girls to play with, but my great-grandmother made a very fast one using scrap material, and this is the kind she made. And I made one, except I used rubber bands instead of string that she used, and were very adaptive and for today's modern people. And because of availability of materials, I now can make a quick fish camp cloth doll using any plastic bag. And I will make one right now just the way she had made one with a cloth doll. With the cloth doll, the only exception is she had looked at her piece of fabric and folded in half and approximated where the head should be, which would, on paper, which would be right here. And in this case, this is already pre-folded and it's sealed. So all I have to do is fold it in half to find the kugak. The kugak is the no pen. Thank you. So I'm folding it in half and marking where the center should be, where the kugak. And there it is. And from the back I can see it. And if I opened it, it would also be on the cross line here. And elders say this concept, what I call Xing, they say is the beginning of every project, because right in the middle is the center point, and these represent lines that tells the elder where a project should begin. And at the same token, in mathematics, it's also showing the angles and places to begin calculating the mathematics as well. So this fish camp cloth doll will cover both the mathematics and the cloth doll making itself from the culture with components of math sticking out. So the very first thing I'm going to do is take one of these and crunch it into a sphere. And I simply right over the kugak, the center point of the head, because in actuality, our bodies, when our elders are making things, our head is divided in half this way and also this way. And this is also the same here. So it's the same concept. And here I am. My great-grandmother used string, but the rubber bands work wonders. They work better than string. And we found the head is in the center of this little Fish Camp Cloth Doll's body. And to make sure that the arms are of equal length, I simply fold over and check. The head's right in the middle, and this arm is in equal length to that arm. So that tells me that just as a human, my head is here and the center comes right down through my nose, and from the center out, my arms are outstretched, and when I put my arms together, you could see I've come up with symmetry. This side is equal to this side, and I found a wonderful comparison from the Greek culture. They say that symmetry means the measuring of two pieces, and I'm thrilled that my people and my great-grandmother knew how to do that. And so these little arms are ready to go on. And so I take another piece of this paper here, and I would look at this distance and estimate to that distance and fold over. So my arms are this long, and because the arms are that long, I could prepare two of them at once and make them of equal size, because we all have two arms, and there they are. And again, verifying, is that equal to, is this side equal to that side? And they are, they're of the same size. So now I simply fold in half, and I tell my student, and roll. So roll that, simply stick it where the arm should be, and there it is, and fold this back and rubber band. This goes pretty fast. And there's the one arm. So what you do to one side must be done for the other side. So simply fold over and roll. And tuck it back in. Pull this back and rubber band it. And there's your little arms. And when you make your arms just like our arms I had just showed you, outstretched and this way, these are of equal length. So those are good arms. Now for the body. Again, fold it in half and estimate how long you think the body should be. That looks good. And fold in half. Halving is very important to the Yupik culture. And here I am, rolling it again and setting it straight in the kugak, in the center. Put this together and rubber band. The rubber bands are a little longer than the others. I like the shorter ones, but these will work. And there we have our little person with the kukak. And you simply, your top is slightly shorter than your bottom, so I would cut it down to here. And this is approximating. Sometimes little girls would leave them this way just so this would become a skirt or a dress, but we also have girls and boys who have jeans or pants. So what I'm doing is quick approximating the half and cutting out the half. And just as before, oh, this is folded. I'm making the legs, and that looks about right. And this, for some reason, feels thinner, so I think there was a purpose for doubling it. And just rolling. Inserting. And rubber band. These rubber bands are awfully long. Just makes for more. And there's one leg and it looks long, but we'll correct it after. And since that was doubled, I will double this. And I didn't approximate, so there it is to that leg. Yeah. Fold in half. And simply roll, always from the outside towards the crease side. And there you go. Insert that. Put it together and rubber band. Now, this, if I fold this forward, it's a lot longer, so I will have to cut the legs off, because when we make these, we want them to also represent the human body. Right now, this little person is way too long-legged. And one leg has to match the other side. what you do to one side must be done to the other side, and where it's folded, that is good. So right now this little doll is looks like a fish camp cloth doll to me. Thank you.